dying. It's a fact. There's no need for a doctor to tell me. That farewell performance was something I insisted on doing. I don't want to disappear silently. I have to say goodbye in person. I thought spinal surgery could save me, but it turned out to be even worse. The combination of nerve damage, infection, and Parkinson's disease crushed me. During the 3 months after the surgery, I was almost a useless person, and even flipping over hurt like a knife. Nowadays, people have to push wheelchairs wherever they go. I regret having that surgery, but no one told me at the time that keeping it as it is might be better. It's not those doctors who keep me alive, but Sharon, that woman who supported my messy life. She knew how terrible I was when I was young. She should have dumped me countless times, but never left. I can't sing anymore, but this time
Your support over the years has made it all possible for us to live a lifestyle with you. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. I love you, we love you.
Beyond the headlines and the rock and roll, the Osbourne family has faced profound heartache. We've seen their public moments, but what about the silent battles, the private tears, and the enduring love for a legend lost? This isn't just a story about grief. It's an intimate look into how a family known for its wild spirit navigates the deepest kind of loss. The world of rock music was forever altered on July 22, 2025, when Ozzy Osbourne, the iconic frontman of Black Sabbath and a solo legend in his own right, passed away at the age of 76. His death, announced by his wife Sharon Osbourne and 4 of his children, Louis, Amy, Jack, and Kelly, sent shockwaves through the global music community. Surrounded by loved ones at his family's mansion in Buckinghamshire, Ozzy's departure was as emotional as his life was electrifying. Just weeks after a monumental farewell concert in his beloved hometown of Birmingham, England, plans are reportedly underway for a star-studded public celebration of his life, to be followed by a smaller, private funeral. In this video delves into the details of Ozzy Osbourne's funeral arrangements, the outpouring of tributes from fans and celebrities like Youngblood, and the enduring legacy of a man who redefined heavy metal and touched millions with his music and larger-than-life persona. Less than 3 weeks before his passing, Ozzy Osbourne took the stage for what would become his final performance, a historic farewell concert titled Back to the Beginning on July 5, 2025, at Villa Park in Birmingham. The event, which raised over $190 million for charities like Birmingham Children's Hospital, Acorns Children's Hospice, and Cure Parkinson's, saw Ozzy reunite with his Black Sabbath bandmates for a triumphant goodbye. Seated on a black throne due to his ongoing battle with Parkinson's disease, Ozzy delivered a performance that was both powerful and poignant, supported by an all-star lineup including Slayer, Metallica, and Guns N' Roses. Addressing the 40,000 fans in attendance, Ozzy's voice trembled with emotion. "You have no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." For the Birmingham native, born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948 in Aston, this was more than a concert. It was a love letter to his roots. The event, organized with the unwavering support of his wife Sharon, was a testament to his resilience and his unbreakable bond with his hometown. Fans, many with tears in their eyes, reciprocated the gratitude, knowing they were witnessing history. As one attendee, Jake Brooks, later reflected, "He got to say goodbye and we got to say goodbye back." In the wake of Ozzy's death, reports have surfaced that a grand celebration of his life is being planned in Birmingham, the city that shaped him and which he proudly called home. According to sources cited by The Sun, this public memorial will be a star-studded affair, reflecting Ozzy's immense influence on music and culture. The event is expected to draw hundreds of celebrities and thousands of fans, who will line the streets to honor the Prince of Darkness. Birmingham, often referred to as the home of heavy metal, holds deep significance for Ozzy, with landmarks like the Black Sabbath Bridge, bench, and a mural dedicated to the band already serving as pilgrimage sites for fans. Since the announcement of his passing, these landmarks had become impromptu shrines, adorned with flowers, beer, tequila, and heartfelt notes. Fans from across the globe, including a Mexican tourist who drove 4 hours to visit the Black Sabbath bench, and even rapper Drake, who poured tequila on the ground in tribute, have gathered to pay their respects. Planned celebration will likely amplify this outpouring of love, offering a space for the music community and fans to collectively celebrate Ozzy's legacy. A source told The Sun there are conversations about a celebration of his life in Birmingham, the city that meant so much to him. Artists like Youngblood, who was seen by Ozzy as a musician who could carry on the mantle of what he started all those years ago, is expected to have a role in it. Among those expected to play a significant role in the Birmingham memorial is Youngblood, the 27-year-old British rocker whose real name is Dominic Harrison. Youngblood, who performed a stirring cover of Black Sabbath's Changes at the Back to the Beginning concert, had formed a close bond with Ozzy in recent years. Ozzy saw in Youngblood a kindred spirit, a young artist capable of carrying forward the rebellious, raw energy of rock music. Following the news of Ozzy's death, Youngblood shared a deeply emotional tribute on Instagram, accompanied by backstage photos of the two together. "I didn't think you would leave so soon," Youngblood wrote. "The last time we met you were so full of life and your laugh filled up the room. But as it is written with legends, they seem to know things that we don't. I will never forget you. You will be in every single note I sing and with me every single time I walk on stage. Your cross around my neck is the most precious thing I own." He concluded, "You took us on your adventure, an adventure that started it all. I am truly heartbroken. You were the greatest of all time." Youngblood's recent charity cover of Changes further cemented his connection to Ozzy's legacy, and his involvement in the memorial is expected to be a highlight of the event. While the public celebration promises to be a grand tribute, Ozzy's family has emphasized their desire for privacy during their grief. A smaller, private funeral is planned to follow the Birmingham event, reserved for close family and friends. The Osbourne family, Sharon, Lewis, Amy, Jack, and Kelly, issued a joint statement that underscored the intimacy of Ozzy's final moments. "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time." No specific details about the funeral's date, time, or venue have been released, aligning with Ozzy's own wishes for a low-key, meaningful farewell. In a 2011 interview with The Times, he expressed his desire for his funeral to be a celebration rather than a somber affair. "There'll be no harping on the bad times. I want it to be a time to say thanks." True to his wishes, the private funeral is expected to reflect his light-hearted spirit, possibly incorporating Beatles songs, a nod to his lifelong love for the band that inspired him to become a musician. Ozzy Osbourne's impact on music and culture is immeasurable. As the frontman of Black Sabbath, he co-founded a band that defined the heavy metal genre with albums like Paranoid, 1970, and hits like Iron Man and War Pigs. After leaving the band in 1979, his solo career soared with albums like Blizzard of Oz, 1980, featuring the iconic Crazy Train. His theatrical stage presence, marked by wild antics like the infamous bat-biting incident in 1982, cemented his reputation as the Prince of Darkness. Yet, beneath the hell-raising persona was John Osbourne, a working-class brummie whose vulnerability and humor shone through in his music and his reality TV show The Osbournes. Ozzy's influence extended beyond metal, inspiring artists across genres from Metallica to Post Malone. His collaborations with figures like Elton John, Slash, and Youngblood showcased his versatility, while his reality TV fame brought him into living rooms worldwide. Tributes from peers like Elton John, who called him a dear friend and a true legend, and Flea of Red Hot Chili Peppers, who declared "Ozzy rules, there will never be another," reflect his universal appeal. Even the Muppets honored his duet with Miss Piggy, noting, "No one rocked harder." Birmingham has embraced Ozzy as a son, with landmarks like the Black Sabbath Bridge and Ozzy the Bull statue symbolizing his cultural significance. The city's response to his death, books of condolences at Villa Park and Birmingham Museum, extended hours for mourners, and tributes from local institutions like Birmingham Children's Hospital, underscores his deep connection to his roots. A forthcoming concert film, Back to the Beginning, Ozzy's Final Bow, set for release in 2026, will allow fans to relive his final performance, ensuring his legacy endures. For the Osbourne family, Ozzy's death is a profound personal loss. Sharon, his steadfast partner through decades of triumphs and challenges, was instrumental in his career, from launching Ozfest to orchestrating his final concert. Their children, Lewis, Amy, Jack, and Kelly, have spoken of their father's warmth and humor. Kelly's tribute, quoting poignant lyrics, described him as the best friend I ever had, while Ozzy's sister Jean Powell recalled his joking nature even in his final days. The family's statement and their request for privacy highlight their vulnerability, a stark contrast to their public personas on the Osbournes. Yet, their commitment to honoring Ozzy's legacy through the Birmingham celebration reflects their strength. As Sharon once said, their bond with Ozzy was an invisible bond that can't be broken. This resilience, coupled with the global outpouring of love, ensures that Ozzy's spirit will live on. Ozzy Osbourne's passing marks the end of an era, but his life will be celebrated with the same energy and passion he brought to the stage. Planned public memorial in Birmingham promises to be a fitting tribute to a man who never forgot his roots, with artists like Youngblood and thousands of fans set to honor his legacy. Private funeral will offer his family a moment of quiet reflection, while the world continues to mourn and celebrate a true rock icon. From the Black Sabbath bridge to the global airwaves, Ozzy's music and spirit remain eternal, proving that, as Youngblood said, the music was enough. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to daily updates and never miss a video.